Thunder only happens when it's raining. Today, Cancer, we are coming from the book of Fleetwood Mac, Scripture in Dreams. And understand that song, although I love it, I love Fleetwood Mac, was written from an unhealed space, a space of loneliness after a breakup. And that's what we're talking about today, those unhealed narratives that we mistake as absolute truths. Because thunder doesn't only happen when it's raining. That's not true. It's not an absolute truth. So that's what we're going to tap into today. I'm Shauna. This is your highest good tarot. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you are returning. And keep in mind, Cancer, that this message is not for everybody. Take it as it resonates. What is the unhealed narrative for Cancer that they mistake as absolute truth? The unhealed narrative for Cancer that's mistaken as absolute truth. Wow. Okay. First one is the Four of Swords. And then we have the Two of Cups. And we have Death here. And at the bottom of the deck, it's the Seven of Cups. Hmm. This is all about illusions and things that we want to believe are true or absolute truths, but aren't. That's what's surrounding this. I'll put this to the side in case um I need to clarify it. But behind that is the Seven of Wands. The number 77 may be important to you, but it's one of those things that you are absolutely standing your ground on, that you are not trying to change whatever this unhealed narrative is. You've built a foundation on it. You've built a foundation on it, but it doesn't mean that it's a foundation made of stone. Could be one made of sand, you know? Just saying. I ain't saying, but I'm saying. All right. So again, we have the Four of Swords, Two of Cups, and Death. It's interesting how the Two of Cups only has one cup in it. Because this is one of those things where it's that two become one type energy. What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine. And it's like that Four of Swords is, you rest in that. It's something that you were you believe. And yeah, and it's not that gosh, what is it called, that diagram where you have two people and there's two whole pieces and then they connect and make a whole new piece, a whole, so it's actually three, where, but no, what I'm seeing is two become one. Like that's that's the thing. And that is creating this relationship of control and toxicity. That's where the Seven of Cups is coming in. Those are the illusions and delusions that you can control, because what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. Nah. I mean, it's okay. if that's what you and your partner agree to, whoever your partner is, because you determine what your relationship is. But this is a message from the divine. Please don't come for me. Go to your prayer closet and have that conversation, especially if you've been having these signs and synchronicities that, you know what, maybe this isn't true. Maybe this isn't hmm it's because maybe you want to have certain things to yourself now. Maybe you are starting to grow and to learn other things, and your partner may not be on the same um trajectory. It may be the same path, or a similar path rather, but not moving at the same pace, you know? Um and what it is doing, because the Four of Swords is it is a it's a card. It's one of my cards of something ain't right. It could be sickness, it could be like it's also for me a card of rest, but that's not what spirit is conveying with this Four of Swords. This is one of those things where it's like, what how you started isn't how this is finishing. Let me clarify death, please. That came out fast. Yep. Remember when I said that either you or the partner, y'all are starting to see some things, and it's when it's becoming a relationship that is more of there's more nitpicky, because there's a thing like we agreed that two become one. We are the same. What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine. It's like, nah, like, not it. No, the Nine of Wands is that that soldier who's wounded, that soldier who is trying to set boundaries. Uh, Hence the wands in the back, because the soldier understands that they are somebody independent and separate from their partner. They are an individual. They are a whole person. The mindset of two become one is what I hear is you complete me. But one of you has recognized that you were already and is already a complete and whole person. So the two actually create another. You know, y'all come together as two whole people. One doesn't complete somebody else. You're already whole. So wanting to stay in that mindset of what's mine is yours, yours is mine. That's a lack mindset. And I understand that this may be controversial, or it may sting, and shit. Some may not agree, and that's okay. If it doesn't resonate, then it is what it is. At the bottom of the deck, we have Three of Pentacles. This is a situation where the two create a whole new person. Not a whole new person, but a whole new situation. It's like y'all grow together as well as separately. You work together, you collaborate as two whole ass people, and you build and you become, but still as individuals. Yeah. Let's go to the advice here. What's the advice for Cancer? Advice for Cancer. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe, Cancer, and hit that notification bell. And if you would like a personal reading, there are options, multiple options. Send me an email and I'll let you know what they are. I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. Spirit has me like focused back on the Seven of Cups, and I just have to go back to it. I got to clarify this. I need to clarify this. Can we clarify this Seven of Cups? What is that? The delusion. Clarify the Seven of Cups. An illusion for Cancer. But yeah, this is about a whole ass relationship. Okay. Wow. More pentacles. More pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles here. Clarifying. This is definitely the moon at the bottom of the deck. Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. This is about holding on. Yeah, it is about some control, because you know the Four of Pentacles traditionally in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is a guy emulating the king, because it's not a real crown. It's like an aluminum or copper crown or some shit like that. But he's got his feet are planted on two separate pentacles. He has another pentacle somewhere else, and then he's got the spider monkey hold on a pentacle as well. So this is a stronghold on somebody wanting to let go, or wanting to um change. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody that is slow moving and but intentional. Um steady growth, steadily becoming. And this illusion is that there is no changing. There's no, you know, why fix something that isn't broken type energy. But there's it's being seen from one side. It's the fear. That's where the moon is coming from. It's the fear of somebody changing and you being left behind, or the partner being afraid. So there's this sense of control where it's like it goes back to that two become one. We are the same. No, y'all not. No. If y'all were the same, y'all would be like one person, but you're not one person. You're individuals. You're whole ass people. And you fell in love, or they fell in love with the individual, the person who is a whole ass person. And there are some things that have, of course, changed. There had been compromise with that Three of Pentacles. That happens in relationships. But where have either one of you lost yourselves? Is that what happened? And now one of you wants a little freedom to explore who you are now, but somebody else is wanting to hold on and is fighting it. They're afraid of the change, fighting it hard. Yeah, fighting it hard. Another reason why the death was clarified by the Nine of Wands, that wounded soldier. They're fighting it hard. That change. Mm. What's the advice here? What's the advice for Cancer? It's like with that Four of Swords, you or the partner is trying to ascend, trying to grow. That's why things aren't right, because it's like you're going within and collecting and getting the downloads and all the things, and it's opening your mind, but it's also changing things, and it's scaring the either the shit out of you, Cancer, or it's scaring the hell out of the other person that you're with. We have I'm about to say the heart, y'all. We have the Three of Swords here, and we have the Emperor as your advice. At the bottom of the deck is the Magician. Okay. Two, we have two major arcana out here. This is about a shift, a complete shift. Hmm. You know, the Three of Swords, it's not just about heartbreak, but it's also about difficulties in a relationship, challenges. It's also about growing beyond that unhealed narrative. There's some hurt around it. And the Emperor is about many things. You know, the Emperor is loyal, but the Emperor is also empowered. He's also respectful and he's stable. This is where you continue to grow, but this is one of those situations where you move cautiously. You move like an emperor. The emperor pays attention to the things that people do. They don't always, the emperor doesn't announce everything, they don't make proclamations and shit. They consult with the divine. And as you grow, things will become clearer about how you move. This is about its manifestation, is about growing and adapting to change. And everything is changing around you. You are changing, or your partner is changing, whichever applies. It's about being considerate, not just of your partner, but also of yourself. Moving with care is what I hear. Having conversations about what this person or what you may be afraid of with the change. And showing compassion. The emperor is somebody who is compassionate. And understanding that you don't have all the answers right now. And that's okay. I'm hearing that this shift, this growth is inevitable, but it's very important to keep communication open and to be thoughtful of them and of yourself, because this is a relationship. Spirit isn't saying, piece that motherfucker out. Like, nah. I mean, consult with your spirit team, but this is something that is about moving with control as opposed to being controlled. Controlling your emotions, not um reacting but responding, because this whole situation is based around fear. That's what control is all about. When someone wants to control somebody else, it's about fear, it's about lack. Because this could just be a misunderstanding where they don't understand what is going on, and it there needs to be multiple conversations, an explanation of like, this is what I learned, this is what how I'm moving, this is what I think now. It doesn't leave you out, but it makes more room for me, and I want more room for you to have more room for yourself. We are two who come together to make a whole new whole. We're not just two that became one. That's not math. Math doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and understanding that you are two whole and complete people. Yeah. Let's go to final messages. Last messages for Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. Thunder doesn't only happen when it's raining. What else for Cancer? Okay. Yeah, like it wanted to come out, but Spirit was like, mm-mm. I'm like, okay. What else for Cancer, please? Yeah, it doesn't just happen when it's raining. It's not an absolute truth, although it is truth, because a thunderstorm can involve rain. It can. All right. Messages. Last messages from Spirit. Plan your work. Work your plan. You and the universe, your spirit team, Cancer, y'all have a plan. Plan your work. Work your plan. Move strategically. Move compassionately and gracefully, not just for your partner, but also for yourself. Be considerate of your relationship with yourself and the divine, as well as with this person, this other person. But one doesn't, excuse me, the one with the human uh doesn't necessarily come before the one with your spiritual team. Excuse me. Wait a minute. All right. Again, the emperor is out here again. Amp up your emperor, empress, and also ruler for those who are my non binary folks energy. Emperor, empress, ruler, they are whole ass people, individuals, and they are usually in relationships with other whole ass people. And they're considerate, they're graceful, they're kind, but they're also those same things to themselves. Talk to your spirit team, but realize that this, this two become one is not an absolute truth. It's not an absolute truth. Although it may be true, it's not an absolute truth. And it's not the truth for everybody. I hope this helps y'all. And I hope it helps you for your highest good. Until next time, bye.